Yo, 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 what it do? What it be, y'all? It's your boy A&T repping the Spell Block Agency, coming to you with an Apex Legendary commentary. So offbeat with it, but oh well. This is a new series I'm starting. I mentioned it a while back in the channel update video. Basically, I'm going to be talking about people like Murder Inc., the mobsters, not the label that 50 Cent brought down single-handedly. Dudes like Lord Infamous and gangsters like Jeff Fort. Just interesting people or groups throughout history that a lot of people really don't know about. And sorry for not uploading consistently. Like I said, I would be. My job just be fucking me over, giving me hours I don't even want and shit. But all that. Today we gonna be talking about a man who, in my opinion, is the true king. Matter of fact, it could be T.I. could be the king. Anybody could be the king of the South. Just like LeBron could be the king because MJ is God. So we talking about the God of the South, Robert Earl Davis Jr., a.k.a. DJ Screw. Nah, I don't even know where to begin. So let's just take it all the way back to July 20th, 1971, the day Robert Earl Davis Jr. was born in Smithville, Texas. He had humble aspirations of being just, a truck driver like his daddy until he saw the movie Breakin', and he discovered his mom's old turntable somewhere around that time as well. So he also had our admiration for classical music as well and practiced piano classical music for 7 years before turning his attention to turntables. So he knew kind of how to work a keyboard to, for the most part, and then he started working on the turntables, scratching and all that. He would practice DJing while his friend Trey Adkins would rap, and if Robert didn't like a record, he would scratch it up with a screw. And Adkins would go on to ask him one day, "Who do you think you are, man? DJ Screw?" And thus, the moniker DJ Screw was born. And by the time he was 18, people were buying the slowed down mixes Screw would put together. And sometime during the early 90s, he would invite local artists such as Lil Kiki, Big Hawk, Big Mo, ESG, Fat Pat, guys would come later on down the line like Lil Flip, dudes like that, Mafio, BG Gator, RIP them. After signing to Big Time Records, he opened up his own business, Screwed Up Records and Tape, and that collection of artists that he had would go on to spit on those records or whatever, and they would go on to be called the Screwed Up Clique, And that Screwed Up Records and Tapes he opened up in the 90s still operates with multiple locations around Houston to this day. Now, sadly, DJ Screw would never see just how big his influence would have on hip-hop. He would pass away in 2000, just before guys like Lil Flip, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Trey the Truth, and UGK would reach international mainstream success and go on to influence artists such as Drake, Kirk O'Bangs, A$AP Rocky, of course the Raider Clan. Above all else, though, he's one of the biggest influences on my life. Like, I don't think in all the articles and interviews I've read, or I've seen, I don't think I've heard one bad thing about the man. He was the definition of trill, man. He was making anywhere from up to $15,000 a day pressing up his own mixtapes. He literally had people lined up down the block to buy a tape out his house. Like, the police raided and searched his house all the time, and all they ever found was music and guns. But DJ Screw was 100% legit, so they always had to give his pistols back. Even with all the money and local fame, he had never changed. He literally put a lot of artists in Houston on or gave them their first big break, and even after they signed multi-million-dollar record deals, like opened the door for Houston artists pretty much, he never asked for a dime back, and still kept recruiting young talent from the Houston area. Put a verse on his tape for free, no charge. And I always had that same kind of attitude, like, what's the point in having all this money or all this fame if you can't share it with your friends or your family? Like, people really be ready to sacrifice like any and everything just for that little drop of clout, and I'm not with all that. Like, I'm trying to be just like Kirko in Vent 3, I don't want, I'd rather be content type shit. So I ain't trying to live lavish. I'm just trying to build, a comfortable life before the world ends. That's really any day now. So, I'm trying to kick this shit into high gear. So even though they said, he died from a drug overdose, it wasn't really just that. He was heavily abusing syrup for show, and he also had a really poor eating and sleeping habits, which are all major causes for heart failure. And in a sense, he kind of worked himself to death, and he died doing what he loved. He died in the recording studio, a place even he said he loved the most going to. He even went as far as to say, the turntables are my woman, they're my wife, and all my records are my children. Like, wow, that's how dedicated he was to his craft. Just willing to put it all out there and willing to do it all himself. And anybody who is willing to help, hey, that's cool too. That whole movement to this day, and how he still shouted out, and people still, bring him up, shout out his, like, he's a hometown hero in Houston. And he created a whole wave, the swangers, the double cup, sipping on scissor, all that slowing down music, all that shit you hear nowadays in today's music, it either came from DJ Screw or 3-6 Mafia. You hear a lot of those influences, and ain't none of them really, they get shouted out by like people that are from there or whatever, but they don't really ever get, I don't think they ever get the credit they deserve, in my opinion, for how much they did to change the game and how it is today. That's just my opinion, though. But, like I said, DJ Screw's influence continues every time, and anytime you hear a track slow down, or you hear those signature little chops, you know what I'm talking about. But, even though DJ Daryl Scott and DJ Michael Price, they also Houston legends in their own right, they are credited with inventing the slow down style. Screw's legendary DJ abilities, combined with the talented group of artists that he, like I said, would be going to be dubbed the Screwed Up Clique, along with the extensive north-south beef that would see DJ Michael 5000 Watts putting together the Swisher House group around the same time on the north side. Although Watts, in my opinion, really couldn't hold a candle to Screw, really, with his whole demeanor or whatever. Chameleonaire, Mike Jones, Slim Thug, Paul Wall were really doing their thing too with their underground and nationwide success for show. But, they could still be running the game today if they didn't lose probably four of the most talented artists in 5 years. They lost Big Mo, Fat Pat, Pimp C, and DJ Screw, and Big Hawk. And that movement really changed the whole game. You see all these rappers, diamonds in their mouth, and big rims. That shit came from the South. I don't know really if it originated from Texas or the Atlanta area, but the big rims, the donks, came from the South. But like I said, Screw didn't invent the style, but he definitely elevated it to a place we don't really see a subgenre of music kind of come through and just kind of change the way people do the whole genre. Like, I think the last thing that kind of did it was drill music. You see Chief Keef kind of came up, and now everybody kind of rap like him, or people from Chicago. Everybody using Chicago. I'm from Colorado. I even use, I've been, even I use Texas slang when I talk too, like, I'm talking about, what up, folk, this and that. Like, it's just slang that you use because you hear these words on these songs, or these, I even hang out with, even some of my friends say that shit, even like subconsciously. I don't know if it's because the music we listen to or shit like that, but it's, they have an impact. And I think even Chief Keef, I don't think Chief Keef ever even won an award, but I think I don't think, like I said in one of the War on Chirac videos I had, his influence is underrated. He influenced so many rappers today, it's ridiculous, and he doesn't even get, really, he gets respect in a sense, but he doesn't. I don't think really people understand the kind of influence people like Chief Keef, and even though DJ Screw wasn't even a rapper, you hear his influence in a lot of music today. But yeah, even before we haven't seen anything like Chief Keef since 50 Cent, and 50 Cent kind of changed how people market themselves in the rap game. So it's kind of like they changed the game. He changed the game in his own right, in the business aspect of it, kind of like Jay-Z did. Not spectacular rappers, 50 Cent and Jay-Z, but the buzz they created for themselves and their business acumen and their promotion skills and their advertising savvy played a big part in their careers. I mean, who dropping movies like 50 Cent in their debut nowadays? But yeah, this is actually, I think, my first dub ever in the new game mode for Apex. Hope y'all enjoying it. Got 4 squads left. That's kind of all I got to say. RIP Screw, RIP Big Mo, Fat Pat, Pimp C. I'll probably do an episode on Pimp C and the Screwed Up Click. They'll probably have their own episodes. But RIP Mafio and Gator, Clip D, Papa C, Free SPM, all that. It's been your boy ANT, the Elevated Gamer, aka the Above Average Gamer. Leave a comment on maybe somebody you feel like doesn't get the recognition they deserve. I might cover them. I might do some research and actually, make a video about them. So why not? Throw some names out there. Let me know why that I should maybe do a video on them. Leave a like. Don't leave a dislike. Come on now, y'all. Give y'all primo info. Give y'all my opinion, pouring my soul on this. Don't do that. Some hater shit. But go ahead, leave a comment, like I said. Hit the subscribe, ring the damn bell so you don't miss none of the dope content I got dropping. I'm trying to get more consistent with streaming and all that, but I've been also trying to secure this website, secure this LLC, and it's taking, I thought I could do this registered agent service through Zoom, but it'd be cheaper if I just go through like a third party route, so I'm probably just gonna see what's up with that. But enough rambling about shit like that. I'm almost out of here. Just gonna commentate till I get this dub, yo. I was playing with these 2 little ass kids, man. They was cool though. Not gonna cap that we got the dub. I think I revived one of them. I could be wrong though. Might have been the game before this one, but we was in there putting in work. You see me drop that second dude. I didn't even get a kill for the last one. We was just low key kicking it. But actually, I might just skip it here and then just skip to the end, because nothing really exciting happens. We just kicking it, waiting here till the last team or the last two teams show up or whatever. Actually, I think I do get one more kill. We move or something, because I think we post up in a building. Watch. Yeah, because I set up all these traps in this building and then we moved and I was like, well, the fuck. And then I really like this double shotgun combo. I was running the Peacekeeper with all the attachments on it, and then the EVA 8. See, and I'll say this every time I have an EVA 8 in a gameplay. I want extended mags for the EVA 8, please. Pretty please. That's all I want. But I doubt we'll ever get it because the EVA 8 is pretty nasty. Yep, get down, noob. Boom, put you in a box. I knew at that moment we was cool because I was with my team. 3 squads left. We in the middle of the circle. It was over from there. Look at that. Dropped the last one. My boy getting a revive. I'm over here like, I wish the enemy, they would try and third party us right now. Got all my ammo. I got 77 shotgun bullets. And I know they can't snipe us from inside the house, so.
Need to recharge my shields.
But I'll go ahead and let this play out. I think my homie catches it and I don't even get to see it happen. I just kind of take the dub and get out the lobby. But just like I'm going to do now. Be safe out there, y'all. Don't get smoked. I'm out. Peace.
I'll defend this area. Someone's got a shot on me, pretty sure. No more stones. Getting shot at. I've been down. Hostile spotted.